First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. It's a big pickup after the catch, more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And they've got the returner corralled. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Second down.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
The pass on 1st down.
Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Play action here on first down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wake. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Extra point try coming now. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And the Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here.
Has caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there.
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
There's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Running back with the football. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his 1st down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the 1st down, but he gives them a chance.
The Demon Deacons will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. and see if they can do it again. They've got him, but not before making first down yards to move the ball to 41.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
He's moving out of the pocket. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
First down and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. They had got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Takes off in the clear. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here comes a handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. Brings up second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Now if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He'll make the first down in that scramble. That's a tough one for this defense to give up. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And the Demon Deacons looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up with a touchdown, 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Little.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The kick is short, and now he's going to try to make something happen here. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They're going to run it here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble to his left. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll try the right here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Louisiana Tech offense is back out on the field now.
They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
It's a shotgun run call.
1st down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And now the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
He hands it off from the gun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down.
He lets it go on the move. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. And he drops back in the gun.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. But when it goes down after a short game, that's not enough for the 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Here comes an important 3rd down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's Little.
Was caught by the receiver. Runs out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Wake Forest 14, Louisiana Tech 7.
So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. A running play called on fourth down. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about confident.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And the wideout goes in motion. The shotgun running play call. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
The Demon Deacons lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off play action. He's looking to throw. He bought some time. Now lets it go.
Second down for the receiver is incomplete. Make some noise. Get on your feet. Get loud, Bulldog fans.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and it's a fumble. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover two, taking away anything deep downfield, it puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain. And now It's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important second down play coming up. We'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Stopped in their first 2 4th down attempts. Here comes number 3. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the shortest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The back's got it. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Talk about a perfect ending to a regular